To Coffee and Conversations. I am Kelsey Ebar-Brumbold with Lukey Partners Keller Williams.
And I'm Rusty with Mortgages by Rusty, and it's Friday the 13th.
Oh shoot, it is.
It's the first one of the year.
Whew.
Yeah, first one of the year, so
well,
cheers.
Lucky. Cheers, yes.
Cheers.
Cheers. And we are at Ink Factory Brewing in Jacks Beach today. This is a local brewery as well as coffee shop. So half of it, walk in, you can order some craft coffees. They've got some in-house special syrups, and then the other half, they make majority, it sounds like about 98% of their brews are made in-house, yeah?
Yeah, I think she said she had one guest tap right now, and then sometimes the ciders they will get from another brewery.
Oh yeah, they said like Congreve and Penn.
Congreve and Penn,
yeah. So still pretty local and stuff, so that's cool. Really cool vibe in here.
Really cool.
Yeah, so we walked in and we were like, wow, this is really neat. So we're in like one room right now where it's really cozy. They've got a projection screen that has like some surf views, ocean views, beach view on. Another room next to us has like some games you can play, more of like if you're meeting with a bunch of friends and want to hang out type of feel. And then the initial spot that you come in at is kind of like high top tables and stuff. So really cool area. We have a jukebox. Definitely come check it out. This morning I got a latte with oat milk and then their honeycomb flavor, which is vanilla, honey, and cinnamon.
And I kept mine pretty simple with I got a mocha latte. They use Ghirardelli chocolate, and to be honest, like it's legit. They got like the coffee machine, legit. They grind the beans fresh for every drink. So if you're like a coffee person, like I am personally, and you really want to try like some seasonal flavors out and stuff, I would say like check this spot out.
For sure.
Jacks Beach. It is the street over from Beach Boulevard, and it's kind of like maybe a block or two south where Beach Bowl used to be.
Yeah, it's actually an old, I think it's a magazine warehouse, old magazine warehouse I read. So it's a cool building. Come check it out.
Yeah, check it out.
Yeah. All right, market in a minute today. So I wanted to talk a little bit about just price changes that have happened, especially going into this new year. There's been a lot of questions, speculation about where the market's going to go, what prices are doing. When we first went into last year, we had so much craziness with how much the prices went up. I printed some data today, kind of went over it with Rusty beforehand. When we were at the beginning of last year, we were at an almost 19% price increase, which is crazy. All of you remember that. Throughout the rest of the year, we know that things got hard. Right around the time that the interest rates went up to some of those crazy percentages, our prices also started reducing to kind of try to balance that out. At one point, we were at almost a 9% price reduction, which equals out to about $52,000. So, you know, a lot of sellers were feeling that. Buyers are feeling it from the interest rate. So we definitely have kind of been thinking like what's going to happen, you know, and heading into this new year, I pulled data this morning. As of today, we are at a 6.71% price decrease, which equals out to about $34,000. So that just kind of shows you from being up here to down and then right coming back into the middle that we're stabilizing. So that should be really reassuring for any of you who are looking to buy or sell at this time, and that you guys should start looking because spring market starts in January for real estate world.
This year. All right, guys. Mortgages in a minute. So this week we're going to talk about inflation data. Inflation data came back positive yesterday. That's the third month in a row we've had positive inflation data. That's corresponded just from yesterday until this morning. We already had an 8% reduction in rates, and so as of this morning, Friday the 13th, we are at a 4-month low on conventional FHA and VA rates. So definitely, like she was saying, we're getting into the spring market that's here, especially when the weather starts warming up. It's absolutely beautiful outside right here in Jacksonville Beach. It's a really great time to capitalize. Get your pre-approvals in line, get those documents turned in, do the underwriting upfront initial, so that when Ms. Kelsey takes you out and you find that property you've been looking for, you can make an offer right on the spot. So really good time to do it.
So we are going to transition for our topic of the day, just kind of into spring market basics. And you know, Rusty was saying just like being ready, and that's a huge thing whether you are a seller or a buyer. So just quickly, you know, being a seller, spring market no longer starts in March. We think spring, we think March, April, May flowers, whatever. That's not how it works in the real estate world. You have to start getting prepared now. So that means being in touch with your realtor. Actually, that's me. Whoever your trusted advisor is, being in touch with them, getting photos set up. You know, making sure if you need any staging, that's done. Getting your photos done and executed, and being ready to go on the market as soon as possible. Because this year, I really do think the inventory is going to continue to increase, and that you're going to have competition to go up against. So being ready and getting on so that you are one of the first homes that buyers are seeing is super important.
Yep.
Now transitioning into buyers being ready is going to be kind of same thing. Like, we're going to talk about, you know, Rusty's end of that, because one of the first things I'm looking for is what are you pre-approved for, and we're going to start looking at that price range. What's your criteria look like, and then getting you out there when those new properties come on the market, looking at them, seeing if they fit your criteria, and being ready to put in an offer. Because people are wanting to get their homes off the market, they're wanting to get moving.
Yeah, so. And you know, and that's all a part of being prepared, right? So on my end, really to get you kind of prepared to be pre-approved, we call it the rule of two.
Yeah.
Right. So generally, you need 2 most recent months of bank statements. That's really just going to prove down payment, closing costs. Yes, there are down payment assistance programs available.
Yeah.
So look into that if you need down payment assistance. Rule of 2's those 2 months of those, 2 most recent pay stubs, 2 years of W-2s, or if you're self-employed 1099, they'll want 2 years of tax returns. And the reason really why you want to be pre-approved ahead of time is twofold. The most important thing for everyone to get pre-approved first is so they know the exact price range that they need to be in. Because there's nothing worse than going out and just kind of willy-nilly, you know, you say you find a house that's beautiful, it fits your family's budget, or it fits what your family think you need, and it's $500,000, and it's like, oh, that's great, you know, maybe, and then you go try to get a pre-approval and you're approved up to like 300. You know, and then it's hard to go down at that point.
It's hard to pedal backwards at that point.
So I would say just really take that pre-approval, you know, step seriously, because it really like gets you in the right mind frame of what you should be looking at. Not that you may want to be in that particular price point in that home forever, but in essence it really helps get you a good guideline or a baseline, I guess, where you need to be. And
your affordability is really important, and you just have to keep that in mind. Like, you want to be able to afford it, you don't want to be house poor, you want to feel comfortable, and we want that for you too. So we want to know what is affordable for you, what's in your budget, and that's what the pre-approval helps us establish, and also helps you to not lose out. So if a property comes on the market and you're like, oh my gosh, I want to put an offer, and you're not pre-approved, there is nothing we can do about that, because a seller is not going to accept your offer without a pre-approval, and most agents will not even look at an offer without your pre-approval. So we cannot stress enough how important that step is, and Rusty can get it to you quickly. So just make sure that's something that you're making a priority as you start your house hunting this year. So we're really excited to go into 2023. It's going to be a great year. And we are here as always to answer questions, checking out new coffee shops this year as always. Please feel free to drop any comments, messages with any new stops along the way.
Or cool coffee spots if you know one that's in like Jacksonville, St. Augustine, Green Cove area, Winsburg, like, you know, put a comment down below.
For sure.
Let us know. We'd love to check it out.
Absolutely. So. All right, everyone have a great Friday, and go Jags.
Go Jags.
Bye.